instead of edible paper coming, the knobs, the door, the shelf knobs, the
Yeah.
nice shelf knobs, like a whole like 4 boxes of those came instead, and it said from the company of the edible paper, and it was like, where the fuck? Like, how did they sit? How they mess up this bad? And we needed those though. Like, I'm the ones we needed. So I don't know. It's like it was in her cart,
They knew, bruh.
bro. Like it was
They
crazy.
knew.
I was like,
They
how
knew.
the fuck did we get this? And then we
They
was
be
about
doing
to
that.
buy these.
Yep.
Like, and they just sent it to us, but she ordered edible paper, and
They
it
know.
cost the edible paper. Like that shit was the most weird shit ever. I was like, Amazon definitely listen to everything, bro, because that shit crazy, bro. I was like,
They
That
wow,
knew.
shit is crazy. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah.
they know
So
everything,
I,
bro.
nah, Amazon is taking over, and it kind of is what it is. So all right, Ray, I appreciate that. I just hit record on you, and it
Oh,
sounded
word.
good. Yeah, it sounded good. So say we gonna rock with it. So we here,
Let's
we in
go.
now, baby. We in it now,
I got
baby.
that stock too. Got the Amazon stock.
Shameless plug. So I'm glad you did that, Rat, because I didn't want to start the show where I'm starting it. So now I feel good because people heard you speak first. But boy, I tell you, white people are crafty. If they are one thing, it is crafty. So right, Super Bowl Sunday, just waiting for the game to start. I'm scrolling Instagram, decided if I want to bet or not. I decided not to. Right. So I'm glad I did. But so I go on Sports Center, bruh. I seen the wildest thing. And we took over boxing. We taking over UFC. Bro, they went and started like a Russian slap league. Bro, it was just big white people slapping each other to try to knock each other out. Bro, I could not believe it. I'm like, are y'all just making up stuff now to get away from us? I seen Ultimate
ESPN
Tag.
keep putting all that on, bro.
Ultimate Tag.
They love it, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Yo, when
They always showing clips of it. They always showing clips of it. I'm like, what is this? How dumb do y'all want us to? Your audience. I mean, I don't know. People might love that, so I don't want to diss the
bro,
audience, but it's crazy. It's insane.
Ultimate Tag, bro. Parkour Tag, bro. Bro, I be watching cornhole. I'm like, what is going? When did Sports Center become this? Like everything is like. You remember like ESPN2, ESPN3, ESPN Ocho, like it should be like crazy. Like, oh, you could watch darts on some crazy channel. Bro, you go to ESPN now, man. You might see horseshoes. I'm like, oh, ESPN now, bad. So, but I don't know. But the guys are here, the gang is here. Big Cuz Millie, how you feeling?
Good, man. I'm good. I actually was on here early. I think I was. Never mind. Preacher's on first. But I was one of the first two on the joint, man. So let y'all know I'm ready. I'm ready today, man.
Oh, that's
Let's
pod
ride.
energy. He got here early. He said if you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. Rad, how you feeling?
Late, I guess, because I was late. I was 15 minutes late.
Rad, you always late,
Well,
bro.
you always late.
That's your
Am
song,
I?
bro. Yeah,
Am I really?
you're late
Yeah.
every time.
I'm literally like,
For-
no, I'm not. I'm not.
For every show that we got across the board.
I all right, whatever. All right, that's cool. But I had a good week. I got a real good week. I was real productive this week.
Okay.
I got a lot of stuff done. I want to get stuff done, like house stuff. That give you anxiety that you should do it, but you don't really want to do it. So I got a lot of those important things that I'm not worried about done. So this week was good, man. Productive week.
Solid. How about you, Preach? How you feeling, my brother?
I'm good. I can't complain.
All right,
Yeah.
I love it. So, we do have a lot of sports to get to, some culture to get to. Obviously, it was the bowl, but I want to start here. I want to start here because I was having a conversation with somebody about this topic the other day, and I thought it was interesting. Right. So one of our boys, right? He just welcomed a new child, right? He new child, and so big ups to him, congrats to him and his newborn baby, hopefully a healthy baby. All right. But like when I'm scrolling and I seen it, it was like, whoa, he got a baby, and the person I was talking to was laughing because they knew, but he knew that he was keeping it low. Nobody really was knowing. He kept it in, right? So I don't want to get into his business because that's his business. I can how he handles his stuff. If he's happy, he's happy. Right? That's our guy. We're not going to talk about that. But I do want to just talk about the difference between being private versus being secret, and what is the difference for y'all?
I think it's
Well,
a fine.
that's it.
What's up?
You can go preach.
I think it's a fine line.
It is.
And it is like, I guess I'll be inclined to say it's subjective, but I don't think it's not. I mean, it's like in many ways it's black and white. Like certain things you keep secret, certain things you keep private. I mean, I think like it's a clear distinction. Is like the things that you keep secret is like it's a close, maybe a close knit, maybe, but like telling one person or telling two people, that's not like private. That's not privacy. That's just like, it's legit secrecy. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to necessarily look up the etymology of the word. I mean, we can. I don't know if we'll get anything from it, but being private is like, I guess a good example is like getting on the PJ. You know what I'm saying? Like a private jet. It's a small cohort of people, but it's not a secret. You know what I'm saying? Secret is, you still in a, hijacking a plane and you just running it. You know what I'm saying? Like you making a covert operation trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that necessarily makes sense, but for me, it's clear. It's clear.
I think it's twofold, right? I think
Rad. I was having a conversation today, and you were in a lot of people's list of top 3 private friends that we have. A lot of people say Rad's super private.
Yeah, I am private. I would definitely say that. See, I think it's intent though, the intent of the person. Like a lot of it is like, is somebody is you clearly trying to avoid, and it's intent is how much what you put into it. I guess the clear distinction is up to the individual of what he see it as. Like, is your intent on what you're trying to do? Is you trying to just not talk about it, or you trying to like not let people know? You know what I mean? Like, so, and I guess it's who you tell to, right? And who you tell can make it so, because you could, I guess people got their things they tell that are secrets to people, and people they tell privately. Like, what friends you could tell a secret to, what friends you could tell maybe a private thing to, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I guess all those type of things go into it. But it's real thin. It's real thin because, some people might, you know what I mean? It's real thin because if you in it, some girls might think you being private they might perceive that as you keeping them a secret.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all that is mixed into the sauce, bro. You just gotta be in it, man, because that's crazy.
I mean, pretty much echoing what you guys said, but I mean, secret is you really want somebody to know. Like, you want that information to be out. You want it to be heard by somebody, and you understand that there may be a risk that information may get out to others. On the other hand, private is where you feel, hey, I got this going on, whatever's going on, and it shouldn't move at all. It should just stay still. It shouldn't be no chance of it actually getting out to other people, or other people being able to, hear whatever's going on. But secretive and stuff like that, that there's a possibility, and you're kind of okay with it though.
So you wait. Let me, because I'm trying to follow what you're saying. You saying something private is just something happened that's private, and it's just the people that know.
It should be locked
just
up.
No. Like, and not even spoken again. That's what you mean by private. Just that whatever happened in that moment stays in that moment. That's what you're saying. And a secret is passed to somebody, but passed to a selected person. That's what you're saying.
So private. So for instance, if I tell you guys something private, right? This is locked up amongst us 4. It's not going nowhere.
That's a secret.
That sounds like a secret.
Yeah.
No. Because it's not though.
The distinction is
a secret.
Here's the distinction. Something that is private, that doesn't mean that
it's secret.
Like it getting out. Yeah, like secret, it means that you do not want this to get out. Something being private means that it can get out. You may just not want it to get out at that particular time. Like having death in the family, or having somebody sick in your family, you may want to keep that private as a family, right? So this is something that is private. That doesn't mean that you don't want it to get out. You know what I'm saying? Or you maybe want people to pray for you, or, like somebody dying. Like, obviously that has to get out at some point. but you just want to keep this private for the family in this particular moment. Something that is a secret is totally different, right? Like you're like literally like you're hiding this. Like you do not want this to get out to anybody.
I say, Priest, let me hop in here. And Rat, roll with me because you're gonna be the only one that's gonna roll with me because I know
1 second.
the
1 second. So
not.
1 second. So here we go.
Definition time,
I
Raw.
literally told you was gonna do this.
Private.
I'll tell you
Private.
secrets.
Definition of private: belonging to or for the use of one particular person or group of people only. Secret: not known or seen or not meant to be known or seen by others. But there's a possibility that it can be. That private thing can move.
But Millz,
He just added that.
but
Yo,
that-
Millz
I
added
did
to
add
the
that.
Yo, Millz added to the definition. Like we not gonna know.
What you added
can go on
means
Wiki-
that
you know you can go on Wikipedia and change some stuff. Man.
Yo, Millz said. So that means
what you just added means that it's not a secret.
Yes,
Like once it
exactly.
gets out,
Yo.
therefore it's not a secret.
Private is meant for a couple people.
Yes.
But if it get out, it get out. But versus secret, like so, Rat, roll with me here. I know the preachers won't. Right.
oh.
So listen, right? We all, if you look back down in our history, right? We all been intimate with a couple joints that we keep private, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
may tell y'all, but that's it, right? We keep it in house. Maybe her and I, we see each other, we had not. It's private. But if more people knew, I'm not gonna flip. On the other side, that's them secret joints. The secret joints only
Let them lay where they lay.
But
only marking. I'm taking those to my grave. I'm taking those to my grave. Y'all don't know. Maybe
I
only
see a
marking.
reverse though, man.
Mike with the
Hey,
sneaky
that-
links. The sneaky links.
Those Indiana days. There's the sneaky link in Indiana. So to me, that's the difference, right? If something private come out, I'm not flipping. If some of them secret joints, I'm hiring a PR team. I'm like, yo, preach. You remember that one time we was playing 2K and Burr was like, it's not me. That's gonna be me. If any pictures ever come out,
Oh,
they like,
yeah.
"That you?"
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
no, that ain't me. No, Mike, that's you.
wildin'.
No, that's
Him in a
that's-
dress.
No.
The
It was,
cheerleader outfit.
no, it was him. It what when he was
Oh,
saying
no,
it was
it was
him.
a picture right next to him.
It was him. It's like, yo, bro,
Like,
bro,
bruh,
that's not you.
that
Bro,
is
this is
you.
you. No, that
That
ain't me.
is you.
That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be like, no, that ain't me.
He had a legit second family. Like,
Yo,
legit.
so-
like that,
yo.
yeah.
So that's what I'm
Yo, we
saying.
gotta
So-
talk about. We gotta come over and talk about that, bro. Like,
Well,
I
second
don't think we
families?
should talk about that.
yo,
I don't know why we should talk about
yo,
that.
the dude said had like 4 girlfriends, like straight up.
Yeah, that's wild.
No, like
I'm
nut.
wild. I'm wild.
He had like 4 girlfriends, bro.
No, the person, and rest in peace to my guy, my nigga Mark Horn, man. Like,
Like to
I
have
don't wanna-
4 girlfriends, like all of them think that y'all together and only y'all together is nuts to me. Like that's just I don't know.
shout out, rest in peace.
Bruh, that's-
and he was all at the
yeah.
funeral.
I mean,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
cool having joints and whatever. I'm not saying it's not cool to do that either.
Let's go,
But I'm
my
saying
guy, man,
having
That's
multiple
my guy.
girlfriends.
Well, high
That's
school,
crazy.
high school.
Definitely, this is all high school.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah,
I mean,
so,
if you trying to pull that knot off now, we 30. That's
You
crazy
gotta
to
relax.
pull
Yeah,
out now.
you gotta relax.
You
I ain't
wild.
30 yet. big
no,
dog.
right? Yeah, I got the energy. I got the energy. But
Bro,
so
we basically
yeah,
30,
so
bro.
like I say, so yeah, so Mills, if you want to flip flop them, that's fine. But right, I think we all agree that something that's private or you say secret, right? You want to keep that in, but if it get out, it get out. The secret joins the 1 or the 2 or the 5. I ain't here to judge nobody. How many sneaky links y'all got? You want to take those to your grave. You take those to your
Sure.
grave, dog, for sure. All right, so let's get into it. It was a big football game that took place Sunday, and we got to talk about it. Where y'all want to start first? We can start with the commercials and halftime show because I can't imagine that's going to be too long unless somebody got something to say about those.
Yeah, it's not gonna be long at all for me. Those are normally the moments of the game. Back in the day, it was kind of interesting. They had the whole thing about 3D glasses. You get to see things in 3D. But y'all remember the 3D glasses they had?
Yeah, I remember.
The Super Bowl, the 3D
Rams,
glasses?
the Rams,
Yeah, for the-
maybe Patriots might have been joint.
I kind of remember that now. I remember that.
at this point, I don't want to miss too much of the game. So commercials and stuff like that. That's when I'm going to the bathroom or I'm going to get something to eat and get my second plate or my first plate. So I don't really pay too much attention to the commercials. I did look at it was one that I really did like though. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a Toyota one.
Come on.
Girl was in this. What?
I mean,
was
what?
that the one with the girl? Was that the one with the girl in the swimming pool with the no legs? She was swimming.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah. It was a double amputee. Yeah. I think it was.
I found that very interesting.
There's no legs.
That was one commercial.
You can't see no legs no more.
Is it PC? No, it's fine. I don't know.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm saying.
I don't know.
I'm saying because like the way Millz said it, I was like, that she was a double amputee, and like she Olympian.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought they took out the no legs. I'm like, all right, we going too far, y'all. If I can't say you ain't got no arms, bro, all right, you ain't got no arms, bro. Like,
double amputee.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Nah, I feel you.
Hey, come on, y'all.
Right,
I don't want to be called blind. That's kind of sound nice. You could be blind, deaf. All right, that's cool. Never mind.
What else? What do you say?
But like, damn,
visually impaired.
Oh my
god. They don't like that word impaired. They prefer to be called,
Why we keep? I don't like us talking about they as if they not like people. So let's just stop because it's like
But I have one at my job. He's a carrier.
Oh my god! Yo, Millz.
I'm just saying, you don't like being called hearing impaired.
Having one at your job is wild.
Yo, you just imagine in 1940 some white dude coming home like, yeah, we got one at work now.
Yeah.
1940s.
Yeah.
Oh, 1980s.
Yeah, no, yesterday.
Well, that 1950s, yesterday.
Yo, we got one. We got one. A big one too.
All right. So, Rad Preacher, got anything on the commercials halftime show?
Nah, it's quiet for me. Like, you know what the issue is? I think the advent of like just social media, like you don't have to watch the commercials in real time. Like you could just I can go on my phone and I'll see like, the best commercial, or somebody will pick out the, the best 3 or whatever. But like, I do like them for the cars. Like if it's a car, because I like to see the cars. Shout out to GM, because it's funny. The GM, they had the Cadillac, and what was the other car, Mike?
I only seen the Cadillac because that's the one I was worked on for the last 6 months.
Okay,
the Cadillac was so sweet.
Shout out to Mike.
People was asking, "Is that a Cadillac?"
I know. Yeah, people were asking, "Was that a Cadillac?" And I didn't know it was a GM commercial until GM came on at the end. I'm like, because it was a Cadillac and it was another car. It was another brand of car, and I'm like, I know those two cars cannot be in the same commercial. But then GM came on at the end, so I was like, that was probably the best commercial for me because I like the Cadillac. Shout out to Mike for making the Caddy.
You already know what time it is. Yeah, for me, I don't even feel like they even attempted to make the commercials good this year.
I don't know.
But
I was looking for a Doritos one. I was looking for a Doritos one. It
was a good Cheetos one with Shaggy and Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. It wasn't me. That was all right.
I thought you meant Shaggy from Scooby Doo, bro.
Nah. During
he even said preferences said it wasn't me. It still thought
what you call it? Like during like the commercials, that's when I get on Twitter to see what everybody talking about. So I didn't pay attention to the commercials at all. Let's get into the game then. Who want to start?
It was a good game.
No, it wasn't.
Good game.
It was not a good game.
It was a good game.
The Kansas City
turned off lying.
Kansas City came to play.
Millz bet Tampa. That's why.
It was everything we expected, and I appreciate it. The greatness on the field. Obviously, it wasn't preached. It was a terrible game. It was a terrible game. I picked Tampa Bay to win, but I didn't expect them to win like that. Kansas City came out there, looked like they didn't know what to do. It was ridiculous. I actually saw a stat that was very, very, very interesting to me. How Patrick Mahomes had the most rushing yards probably in NFL Super Bowl history.
Probably. What did it say or not?
They said he rushed for 490 something yards.
Yeah,
just avoiding sacks and scrambling. Like that is insane. How
Tom Brady ran 37.
how
or scramble
yeah
37 yards.
how the loss of two linemen, can make that big of an impact. So when they say you got to be ready, man, you really got to be ready, because when you get the opportunity, man, you might get cut now.
I'm gonna say this. I'm sick of stats. Not like these just obscure, idiotic stats that somebody just can't like. What are y'all?
But it's interesting though.
No, it's not.
We saw
It is
him
not
running. We saw him
interesting.
running out there for
Yes,
his life.
but we don't have to have. He had the most scrambling yards of like. What is like? What?
It just
Like,
it
shut up.
just put
Well,
it put
I
numbers
threw
to
that
your
in there
eye
myself.
test.
I
It put
understand
numbers
that.
to your
I
eye
understand
test.
But like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I hate it. I think it's gone too
It's
far.
ESPN. LeBron is 17-0 on Tuesday when it rained. Like what?
Yeah, it's like where do y'all get so? But as far as the game is concerned, and I'm sorry, I got killed. In the moment when I said this. But this is why I don't like female refs.
Oh my god!
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I got to kill her.
Sarah?
Man.
This-
I
Sarah
thought
had a good game.
no, she didn't. She did too much. She wanted to be on camera, and it frustrated me.
Yo,
as a
I've
viewer.
never noticed her.
Come on. You
I
said
did.
she wanted to
did.
be on camera?
Yeah, I
she
think they
don't
showed
pick
her.
the camera that picked that. Yo,
but
give me right
it-
now. I'm about to throw a flag for holding. Give me right
but-
now. I'm about to
but
go a
she-
flag for pass interference.
but she
You
was
don't
throwing
blow
them.
the whistle or
She was
hit a
throwing
button
them.
on her hip.
She was throwing them, and I think the first half.
Yo, Sam, you gotta chill.
I'm just being honest. We got to be careful with women
You gotta
refs.
chill. Yo,
We got to be very, very, very careful with doing that. And maybe it's just not even just women, just new refs to the Super Bowl. We got to be very careful with that because
She's not new. She's just the first one to coach.
That's my point.
Coach to ref in the Super Bowl.
So you act like you've been there before.
I'm not even sure if how many flags she threw.
She threw a lot. She threw all the pass
It
interference
was,
joints.
it was a lot of flags though.
Yeah, I'm
Do
just saying
all
like
pass interference, bro. They were called on different sides of the field. She can't call all of them.
she actually did. That was the problem. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That is what I'm trying to tell y'all, that she actually called calls that it was one. She was way down here. I mean, she the line judge and she called it way down. It's like, what are you weren't even here. You wasn't there. But it's like, I thought that was just too much.
She
for
just
me.
made all that up.
I did not make all of it up. I did
just
not.
made all that.
Honest to God, I did not make all of that up. That is honest to God. That's true.
You did not know that.
All right, man. I think it altered the game, and I didn't like that. Me personally.
Okay.
Yo, you gotta chill.
Yo, Ray, you got anything?
It's funny
Yo,
because
that was funny, bro. That was funny, man.
it's funny
he
because
made all that up.
without all the emotions of all the other stuff that goes into football, the football, if you just looked at the scheme and the football, how they've been playing, Bucks is the team. I said it last week. I said the football is the Bucks.
Yeah,
They
dogs.
They got 4 D linemen. That's nice. And Chiefs offensive line is messed up. And they're gonna sit back in coverage and rush forward. And if they get to him, it's over.
It's over.
You know what I mean? That's been the whole lead up. Like everybody know their whole line is repaired. So, but I still went Chiefs. I thought Mahomes gonna be superhero, and I wanted him to be. But at quarterback, Tom Brady getting to 7 to seem like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you living in it, so you just like not appreciating as much. Like I got to watch that. It's more like, man, let somebody else let us like the guy that actually got to 7, I guess. Not, you know what I mean? Because I know we from Buffalo, so Tom Brady, not one of our favorite people. But yeah, but I just still went with my more emotional side of it and picked the Chiefs. But
I didn't.
the football all around just it said Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? It just said it. And a lot of people just didn't want to see that. But that's why
Is Tom Brady better than Jordan?
Can you
I would say
compare the
so.
two?
I'm saying like in just like
I
when you
wouldn't
talk
say
about
that,
goats,
but
like
yes.
is he the goat of goats? Right?
No,
you know what I'm
goats
saying?
are goats.
Who's the goat of goats?
I don't know. He could have it. He could have it. It's a good argument for him. I wouldn't make the argument for him.
I'm asking who is
The GOAT of GOATs has always been Ali, right?
who the hell said it was Ali?
A lot of people.
What?
I didn't
It
know.
really-
I never
really
heard
is-
that.
Whether it's
Yeah, have
Ali,
It's quiet.
Tiger, Floyd, Serena. There's a lot of people.
Jordan.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
I think for me, I heard Jordan and Ali. That's what I've heard.
For our generation, I think Tiger and Serena has been like the 2 biggest athletes, but because they're black and white sports, and it's a solo sport, so they have that advantage.
they're very dominant.
But what Serena was doing in women's tennis, I mean, women's tennis was pretty much better than men's tennis, or talked about a lot more because of the Venus and Serena. So I would put them over Brady. Brady just stepped into the cog of the NFL. Serena, he took her joint to the new level.
Yeah, I will put Tiger, watching the Tiger doc. I don't know if we talk about it, but I mean, just if we watch the Tiger doc.
I've been trying to talk about Tiger doc for 3 weeks.
That, you know what I mean? That joint, like that shows you that, you know, he different. You know, it was different for him. That's the close thing that I don't Jordan and Tiger, it seems so similar. You know what I mean? Like how crazy it was, how, you know, it got crazy. It's just Tiger got crazy. That's nuts. And to realize to see the dominance of that is that, you know, you kind of weigh the pros and cons of what happened, but it's like what he accomplished is
it was Tiger.
God.
They had
Tiger
or
Woods.
the field. Like that's
crazy.
That bet is insane to literally go against hundreds of golfers. Like you're picking one person. Like the odds is insane. Like that doesn't even make sense. Tiger or the field, they literally had odds like that. Now he was dominant. I'm just saying, like with Tom Brady, it's like,
it's tough for me to ever put. It's tough for me to ever put a team sport.
That's true.
Up there, just because, like, come on, like Brady was good last night or Sunday, but that defense, bro, that was some of the best defense I've ever seen. Like they were ball hawking. Like, so Brady can't do that without Seymour and Rodney Harrison and Brewski and everything. And Rad, your ring alarm going off every 4 seconds again.
Oh shit.
But Brady can't do that. Like Jordan needed Pippen, right? So whenever you're gonna talk about who's the GOAT, I'm never putting somebody from a team sport. It's always gonna be tennis, golf, boxing, something like that. Because you by yourself. And I've been in those situations, mainly golf. When you don't got it, you don't got it. And there's nobody. I can't look to preach like you preach. I don't have it tonight. I need you. You by yourself.
I hear
you. That's valid. That's a real valid thing.
So Millz, did Tom Brady call Honey Badger a nigga?
I don't know.
I'm asking what you think. This is why I'm asking you.
That's what they said.
He said a name that he won't repeat.
Yo, Honey Badger. He's like Honey Badger.
Honey Badger. He tweeted that and deleted.
Said, I won't tell y'all what Tom Brady called me.
Nah, he didn't call him a
name. He called him a B word.
Yeah,
he called him a B word.
And that's fine. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine. Pump. Broke. I said broke. He go on broke bitch. Anything.
I don't care what he was like. As long as he didn't call him that, I'm fine with that. All is fair and
all
you know,
fair.
war. Yeah.
What do you call him? A fiend? Like you a fiend?
That's fine. I don't. He could have called him any of those things, any derogatory term besides that one.
He got kicked off LSU for smoking weed and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, yo, you a fiend.
So yeah, but I think Matthew, like, he gotta be careful with that because once you say he called me something I won't repeat, people mind go right to the N word or the F word or something like that, and that's dangerous for Brady and his brand.
No, it's not.
I mean,
like Mike, if he won 7 Super Bowls, nobody cares.
Nobody cares that Honey Badger texted that, right? But it was similar to when Myles Garrett said it about the quarterback. Like we kind of believed him, and he swung on them, and we forgot about it. But I'm just saying, Tom Brady is different. Like stuff like that. Like even though he did have the MAGA hat, but for him that's fine.
I'm mad Brady apologized for whatever he said.
Well, I mean, maybe he did get out of character, right? Even though he didn't call him
get out of character.
I don't know what he said.
No, but like that is his character, y'all.
I know. Well,
that's what he do.
Is what I'm saying
old
is
as hell.
In somebody's face is one thing, but I don't know what he said to him when he got in his face. So I'm gonna say Brady maybe was like, all right, I crossed the line. Let me text him. Like my bad.
The biggest issue is that they penalized Honey Badger and not Tom.
I was pissed, and that was that white woman. That's what I was like. That wasn't her. That was her. I keep trying to tell y'all.
I swear he's just making this
we
up.
love women, bro.
I love
everything women do.
Love women. Like,
I'm not saying you did it.
Why? Okay.
I just want the women to know.
To put that caveat on that we like.
That's not a caveat. That's just a fact. I was spewing.
Okay, so let it be a fact. We don't have to say it. Like it's not like
I do. Sometimes you got to remind them.
But what I'm saying is
sometimes you got to remind them. him.
when we
Look, yeah,
trashing
remind them.
everybody else, we don't have yo. It's either listen. We gonna talk about it, I guess.
But you don't trash people for
No, we not
being
gonna talk about
men.
it.
You trash them for being trash. You trash
No.
her because she's a woman.
No,
But it's
I
just a difference.
distinguished that was that white woman.
Yeah, I get that.
Who
too.
else would it? I
That-
can't.
that-
well, you want me to
that's how
say?
you did-
What do y'all want me to say? She's
I don't know
white
what it-
and she is a woman.
I don't think it was her though.
If
No,
she was a black woman, I would have said that.
It definitely was.
I don't think she. I don't think it was her.
I would tell you it was.
It's probably
her.
a white hat. It was probably the white hat. It was the white hat, not the white woman.
So, any hot takes after the game?
They.
I mean, I say Brady to go.
I wasn't about to say Brady and go, but what I was about to say is the torch has not been passed. Brady and Gronk. I mean, truth be told, they played a great game, and you can tell that Brady went back to old reliable. Gronk hasn't really did much this entire season. He made a couple of touchdowns here and there, but not to throw stats out there for preach, but he only averaged probably about 2 or 3 receptions a game throughout the year. And to come into the biggest game, of the season and produce the numbers that he produced is just great. And it just lets Kelsey and Mahomes know that y'all not there yet. They got a little more work to do. Y'all not there yet.
I think I'm up on a bet. But let me say this. Are we talking about the halftime show, or are we waiting?
We did already.
We talked about the halftime show.
Yeah, I said commercials at halftime.
At halftime, he put both.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
So we could after this we could go back to the halftime. Whatever.
I we can go right now, unless you got something to say, Rad.
Yeah, hot take. Right.
No, I remember saying I think Tom Brady became, when he won his 6th one, the best football player ever, not just quarterback.
1,000.
This actually just put it in more stone. He's just the greatest football player ever. Like you, and for guys like me who gave Belichick more of the credit, that's out the water too. Like I can't sit up here and say
Facts.
that the quarterback is not more important than a coach. I mean, first year on a 7-9 and he got and beat he beat Breeze, Rodgers, and Mahomes.
Oh, come on.
And
Heineke.
Heineke.
Heineke, thank you. Come on.
But-
And Heineke.
But can
you
we
gonna
say
name
that
him?
Breeze is terrible though? Like it's not like I know
I
we keep
mean,
saying that, but Breeze
but
is
historically-
better than me.
But I'm just saying,
I know, we
this
say
me
that,
being in a
but-
story, 10
story.
years from now, he beat Breeze, Rodgers, and Mahomes. Well, that's
But
gonna be the story.
I'm gonna be that one person to say, "Yo, but Breeze was trash."
Okay, but
I gotta say
Rodgers,
that.
but
Yeah,
Rodgers
but
and Mahomes is not.
Absolutely.
And then you beat, and then Jordan beating LeBron, bro. I beat you, bro. So it's quiet for you. Like it's quiet for you. He shut the door. He
No, it's
literally
quiet.
slammed the door shut. I'm the
Quiet.
greatest of all time, probably for the
Yeah.
next 150 years.
1,000%.
What you gonna do?
I
Hey.
agree.
Yeah, and for me, it's Bruce Arians might be the best coach of all time, and we won't ever know. that is my hot take, bruh. For me, I look at it as this. One sign of greatness is does this translate wherever you go, and everywhere he go, they win. He was with Peyton Manning in the first 3 years, 13-3. Then he went to the Steelers, wide receiver coach, won a bowl. He became the OC in 2007. They won another bowl. He left. He went to the coach. He won coach of the year. And then because Pagano had cancer, Pagano came back. He left. He went to Arizona, 10-6, 11-5, 13-3 with Carson Palmer, lost an NFC game, retired, came back and just won the bowl. Everywhere he go, he's like the football version of Larry Brown. And
Yeah, I like that. That's a good
he just don't stay nowhere long enough to really like have this long dominance. But wherever he go, I think he just wear people down with his personality. He real brash. He come in, tell it like it is. I win a lot of football games. In the moment y'all go 8-8, Arizona fired him because they was looking for a reason to get rid of him. And I hopefully this give him a little bit. He's 68, but hopefully this give him a little bit more leeway with the Bucks. Let's see what he can do if he's there for 7 years. So shout out to BA. I always been a big Bruce Arians fan because no risk it, no biscuit. He liked to throw the ball. I like to see passing. When I was in Indiana, they said we wish we kept Bruce Arians instead of Pagano. And that's when I was like, okay, Bruce must got something. And he do. So we see. Shout out to Bruce. I like Bruce.
Shout out Leftwich, all of them. I mean, especially
yeah.
Bowles.
I can't wait for Leftwich to get a team. When he get a team, I believe he
Hopefully.
will. hopefully. And I just feel like he gonna have a powerful offense. I think the experience with having BA and then having that little Tom Spice to add with it, this experience for him, you can't really get. I mean, this one of the better experiences that a coach can have. So I'm really looking forward to him being the head coach. I think he's gonna be really good because of everything that happened with him. So
I think 2022, I think it's gonna be an influx of black coaches. Might be the most we've seen.
Everybody.
If all these Bucks, EB, if Fraser get back out there, it's a lot of good black coaches that could be looking for jobs. So we'll see. Nas don't like talking about that with me. All right, so preach halftime show.
I just
before you go, shout out to what's his name? The dude Chris with the tech. He danced the halftime show. He was one of the dancers.
Preach halftime show.
Who? Chris who? I'm sorry. Yeah, you could call halftime show.
He was a great under us. But it's just good to see Buffalo, being out
Chris,
there.
What's his name?
Chris, man, something with an M. I can't think of it.
Okay.
He played baseball. Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
Anyways,
shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris. You know Mike?
Y'all boys crazy.
I seen a picture on Facebook.
Oh, okay. If you can share it with
me. I don't know.
But I have no idea who he is. But
shout out to him.
Yeah, definitely shout out to him. I just wanted to say, I don't know who leaked that The Weeknd spent $7 million on this particular show. I don't know who did it. I'm assuming it was somebody from his camp. A
lot of people.
I want to see it itemized. I do. Like I would love to see it itemized. Like, yo, what was the $2 million? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that?
The diaper mask. The diaper mask was about probably 2,000.
And
at least. And the maze was probably a couple million.
The show was terrible. But what I want to know is, did he do that on purpose? Like, was he so bad that, he knew we were going to say it was bad? And it kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, we're talking about it more now, I think, than we would have, because it was like, it was probably the worst show I've seen almost.
I think when he was in the tunnel and doing that whole thing with the camera, I was like, I think he did this for memes, and next thing I know, it was a million memes to him in that tunnel.
Yeah. I honestly think that's what he did. That was his aim.
Yeah, it was awful. I hated every second of it.
Yeah.
But if you ever think of it, I don't really know most of the title of his song. I don't really know titles of a lot of things. He has good songs. Like,
no, he does.
It's
terrible.
I don't know how the title.
His song selection was awful.
His presentation was just bad. Presentation is a lot. Like, you can write down the best notes for a school project or a lecture or a speech, but if your presentation is terrible, the people are not going to remember anything you say. And I think that was one of those moments. His presentation was just bad that we didn't care what songs he was singing. We didn't care if we knew the melody or not. The presentation was just bad that it was like, hey, we don't care.
His manager should be fired. Only because he shouldn't have done this. Like, I don't think this was a good look. Like, regardless, it's 15 seconds of fame. It doesn't help you in the long run, because at the end of the day, in my opinion, you just take
The Weeknd's a superstar already.
I'm not saying he's not a superstar, but you take yourself out of certain conversations, right? So I'm not like, you can still have great music, but I will never, ever, ever, ever mention you with certain performers. It's quiet for you for the rest of your entire life.
The Weeknd not a.
So are you going to his concert when he come here?
I am not going to his concert.
Well, let me say this. I'm not the biggest Weeknd fan. In general, I'm not a big fan of his tone. Like, I can't listen to a lot of his music back to back. I don't like hearing him sing. I'm not saying he's a bad singer, but I don't want to hear it. Right?
He's a bad singer.
But I actually like listen to him more so live. Like, I don't like listening to him. I can listen to 1 or 2 songs a weekend, but like 5, 6, I can't listen to all of them. But based on what I've seen, it was like a trilogy or maybe 4-part thing that he was doing. I'm just not make it less bad. It was bad, but I guess the last video, the last award show or something, it was a trilogy of why he kept wearing the same red jacket and his face was beat up, and then he looked swollen, and then it had a mask on. Like, it's a trilogy of it. They showed it, so it was like he had a big story that he wanted to tell. So in context, I didn't watch all the other ones, so maybe it flowed. But I don't see what can make that better. He just wasn't a great performer. He tried to do a little Mike at times.
Yeah, he did.
And it was like, bro, you it just wasn't. It didn't hit. It didn't resonate. He didn't. I mean, maybe because COVID, he didn't bring out nobody. I'm thinking maybe he bring out Drake to save him one time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, or beep somebody. He just didn't bring out nobody either to help him save him. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm not the biggest fan of Weeknd anyway, so it didn't really faze me that much.
I saw something that somebody said. Go upstairs and get Sierra from out the booth and bring her down.
Hey, have her two step.
Yo, did you see
Sierra?
Yeah, that what we just talked about.
Yo, Sierra hair was terrible, y'all. And I wanted to tell Russell Wilson like
you wanted to tell him.
I did. I wanted to be like Russell. I don't know what would possess you. You're sitting next to Roger Goodell and your woman got a hair like that. Like, what is going on? Like,
what that mean, Sam?
She looked terrible. She looked bad. He knew that. I seen it on his face. You ever see something on somebody's face? Like
you don't think? So you don't think Russ got a little caveat like, babe, don't do the pink. Don't do the pink.
I 1000%. I know for a fact Russell Wilson would just looked at her like, this girl. And if you're listening, like the audio version, I think I just rolled my eyes. So
I think her and her daughter both got pink hair or something.
Quiet for pink hair.
I'm not sure. Yeah. All right, so let's get into some NFL honors real quick.
Terrible.
We won't gotta stay too long. Just defense rookie of the year, Chase Young. Y'all agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Offense rookie of the year, Justin Herbert. Y'all agree?
That's why Millz won the fantasy league.
Or I actually like James Robinson or Justin Jefferson, but you could have gave it to Herbert too.
Okay. Defense player of the year, Aaron Donald.
Yep.
Yeah. The analytics.
I seen a lot of Watt going around.
I honestly was expecting Watt, because I just thought, white boy Watt, brother, that whole story, the NFL would love that.
Yeah.
But when they gave it to Donald, I was like, oh, that's the right thing to do. Like he's literally changes the game. You know what I mean?
Does.
From the D tackle spot, from the D tackle spot to change the game, that's impressive. You can't. It's different. It's different.
Offense player of the year, Derrick Henry, Mills boy.
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
I wanted Diggs to win. Obviously, I'm a Bills fan, but I don't mind. You can't 2,000 yard back. I mean, what you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't mind.
In a passing league, and he was stiff arming people every week. That was
He has some highlights.
And the MVP, Aaron Rodgers.
Yep,
I'm fine. I thought Pat Mahomes should have won it, but
no, I knew Aaron was gonna win it. 48-5. Bro, come on. Like, yo, just say that. That's Madden. 48 touchdowns, 5 picks. That's literally insane, bro. That's insane.
They got blew up by the Bucs, so
I mean, so what? But I'm saying the regular season was one of the best regular seasons ever. That is not being talked about like it was. But it was one of the 48-5. What do you mean? What?
I think he probably had 27 1-yard touchdowns.
Yeah.
Legit 27. Bro. I'm be honest. The reason why I know that because I had Devontae Adams and I seen he kept getting 1-yard touchdowns.
So did Tom Brady. Every Mike Evans touchdown was a 1-yard touchdown.
I didn't say that Tom Brady should have won it though. I'm talking about Pat Mahomes.
So Mills, would you streak in a body thong for $350K?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Oh, you wilding?
Yo, for $350, Mills?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Messy, Mills love punching that clock, bro. Bro, no way you would not streak. Mills, you was just walking in 10 below weather, and now you tell me you want to streak for a body for $350?
But you're not quitting your job for $350, No,
you don't quit.
I might quit. I might flip that. I'm flipping that, bro. If I get $350,
you flipping it?
Brad, you're not quitting your job.
If I get $350,
Rad would quit his job if he get another stimmy. If Rad get another stimmy,
I will definitely want 5 to 5 and more. I'll be 500. Yeah. But $350, I would think about it if I can. Let me see if I can what I can do, and I would definitely think about it. I mean, my job. I can go get another job that pays as much as my job. I mean, I'm not my job. Nothing, okay.
But I'm saying I don't think that you're immediately quitting your job if you get $350,000.
Sam, yo, Mike, tell this guy, bro. Like, what are you talking about? $350?
I know you wouldn't quit your job.
Yo,
I'm not saying that you love your job. I'm just saying like
Rad told me he'd quit for less. Rad told me his number he'd quit for.
Sam, I just remember myself. I just woke up. I would definitely quit for $350, bro. The plan is already. Yo, I got a plan that if I get 350, me and wifey through the roof, bro. What you talking about? Like it's over. I am quitting with 350.
Yo,
That's a guaranteed buck.
I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and Jim Jones said if he get 20 million, like another 20 million, he
I was shocked. I was shocked by that.
Rad going for 350.
I'm going for 350, dog.
but Rad, 20 million and 350 is two different
No,
numbers.
but I'm saying,
like you can.
for Jim Jones to say 20 million, like I'm done. I was like, oh, that's a little kind of low. You know, I would assume Jim maybe touched close to that before. It's Jim Jones.
Probably.
20,
Well, he said
20 million. $20 million is a lot of money. I just want to be.
Do you know who Diplomats is? You know who Dipset is, bro? You don't think they made $20 million?
No, Diplomats may have made $20 million. Cameron
Oh,
owned everything.
Sam.
He owned everything.
Okay, if you saying Cam took all the money,
He
then
did.
All right,
okay,
that's
fine.
different.
I'm
But
not
Jim
saying that- you know
made
that.
over hundreds of millions of dollars for whatever
Yeah.
the Diplomats and stuff.
No,
bro.
he
Like,
did not. Jim Jones
But
did not make any of that.
balling
I'm saying-
alone. Well, balling alone made money. Whether he
No.
received money, I don't
Whoever,
know.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. He did not
Yeah.
receive half, not even close to half that money. We
So you
know
don't
that.
think
No.
you don't think he ain't get touched nowhere close to 20 million?
And his
And
entire
his
life,
long and his
Yeah.
20
possibly,
plus year career.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
maybe.
Yeah, but they still doing shows. He was on Love and Hip Hop. He probably making $1 million doing that bull.
Yeah, it's
So,
possible.
That's what I'm- 20. It just sounded low for somebody to say I'm done. I'm just not gonna do nothing no more. I'm gonna
Yeah.
chill.
But
I
that
thought 100
shows you,
might be. I
but
thought
that
100
shows
might
you
be.
that he really not touching that money and never was. That I mean, like if he got that
well, I
number
don't
as
know.
he's not
don't
old.
know. We
He's
don't
not
know
old.
what we don't know what he's sitting on either.
That's
true.
In the bank, he said if we get another 20 mil,
Another 20, so it could be-
another 20 mil
Because I'm
on
at
top of whatever.
I'm at 10 and not 20. Give me 30. I'm out of here. I mean,
Yeah,
that could
like
be.
and then like I'm not worried about rapping no more. I'm just chilling. If you see me, say what's up. If not, don't. That's cool. Shout out to Jimmy. All right,
You heard?
Carson Wentz trade. Quick on this. Where should he go? That got any shooters for Wentz?
Colts. Coaches to make sense. They need a quarterback. They actually need a quarterback. They don't have one. I mean, Jacoby is cool,
Jacoby.
but I mean, I think Wentz. You know, Frank Wright. Wentz. The connection is obvious. O line is intact. Running back is good. Ain't gonna need some more weapons, but I think Colts is the best, most optimal place for him. You know, ready to go. Key, ready to go. What is old coach? So
How much would y'all give up?
Not what they asking for.
Yeah,
that's for
what
sure.
they
not
asking
the
for
Stafford
first?
bread. They asking for Stafford. They want Stafford. I
Yes,
mean,
it does.
I understand. Understandably so. That makes sense to me. I know Wentz had definitely had a down year or whatever, and he should be on the low end. But if Wentz was what we thought he would be, he would go for more. He would be like on Deshaun type level, type of what asking for.
Yeah.
Because who we thought he was going to be. So to go down to what Stafford got and to still think he got that potential. I mean, I understand you trying to get that because you got somewhat leverage, but I mean, they probably not. But they probably gonna get a first for him. I think they get a first. For
Yeah.
him.
I mean,
I think
you asked for 2. I mean, you start high.
First and a second, maybe a pick swap, a first and a pick swap, and you know what I mean, something like that. He gonna go for something.
Yeah, cause somebody gonna get him in, or no, you can't get him in because you have to trade for him first. But like, you go back and look at that old tape, you'll fall in love. It was Josh Allen asked before he got hurt. Yeah, he was gonna win the MVP, and
He was.
got hurt. So, all right, so fellas, it was a long season, long football season, but it's over now. Y'all want to just put a bow on it? Y'all got any words about it? Was the pandemic season, how that went this year? Any final words?
I think it's interesting. I want to tie a bow with it with the bubble. You know how LeBron got his, how Tom Brady got his. It just shows. I mean, I think it's some coincidence. It's something to that. The vets, the people that's more prepared, the people that have been there before, in this type of different season, less practice, less reps, but that belief, them intangibles showed on both sides. So LeBron and Tom Brady, and kudos to them. That's true leadership. That's why they're the best in the sports, best what they do. So it is what it is, man. So that bow, that tie, thing that tied both of those 2 championships together was interesting to me.
Yep, I like that.
I thought it was good that they even had sports. Something nice to look at. It was I don't want to say much needed. I don't like to use the word needed, but it was wanted, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a good season. It lasted. That's the most thing. It made it to the end.
Yeah, that's true.
People that didn't expect to play got the opportunity to play. Due to unforeseen circumstances, and you can see that some people just aren't ready. Like, for instance, just to throw a name out there, RG3 is probably done.
That's RG3 smoke.
He was terrible.
Done.
No, he was terrible.
He got that opportunity.
Yo, Nate Peterman just signed another contract for the Raiders, so it's for $2 million. So RG3 can stay in the league.
Hey, he's the worst quarterback of all time.
I mean, we just seen Chad Henne. Nobody knew that Chad Henne was in the league. Chad Henne's been getting paid.
15 years in.
Like, he
got
all the
millions
time.
of dollars to do nothing. Bro.
The best position is the backup quarterback because they
and then can become a coach.
Do anything.
And then become a head coach.
Become a coach.
It's insane. Like I
love it.
My only thing is, why can't black quarterbacks be backups? Like I don't like, why is that a problem?
We aren't enough.
Can we? Do we got time to discuss? I got not theory.
Yeah.
I want to talk about
time. It's a 3 hour.
Before you go, shout out to my man LaShawn McCoy, back Super Bowl champ.
I'm not shouting him out.
Yo, Millz been sounding the most random people today, man.
He putting in work.
You're not putting any work. He just sat on the bench.
But he had 10 carries this year, and last year he had 100 and something.
I think he's a Hall of Famer, so shout out to that. I think he make it in. But to that point of the whole black backup quarterback and black coach thing. So if we can somehow paint the picture, Rat. I'm trying to, but if we can just somehow let's just take race out of it for like a second, if we can. You know what I'm saying? But for just for a second, if we can, I know it's hard to, but just think about this without race and being involved. So a lot of coaches start off maybe younger, and a lot of them played college. A lot of these young new white coaches, football guys played college football in some capacity, and they realized that I'm not gonna make it to the NFL. So they stopped, went to a team, quality control coach, did stuff for free, got on a fast track to become a coach, right? And so for a black person who's probably going to more athletic than the white counterpart, their trajectory to becoming better at, probably making to the league, still fighting for that dream and not giving up so early, maybe than a white cornerback or a white wide receiver that's not just going to be good. Sean McVay was a white wide receiver, and you know what I mean? Like, bro, if you ain't the top 2%.
But his father coached.
Yeah, I hear you saying.
But I'm saying, but their fathers all did. They fathers,
yes,
their cousins,
that's
why they got the job.
That's
not because of they.
Let him paint the picture.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. But for a black person who probably who go farther in sports, gonna get more tries, more chances, more looks to be athletic. You know what I mean? You're not just gonna give up and just be a coach. And a lot of these people, like, I don't know a lot of interest of like a lot of these players that play in the league 3, 4, 5 years. Is they interest in coaching? Do they wanna coach? Do they make enough money to go do something else? With a lot of these white athletes, no, they're not gonna make it to the NFL. Like, I see it, I'm not making it, and let me make a transition now, get in early, do some stuff for free, or whatever, coming from maybe a better background, a better foundation, but I'm trying to keep race out of it. You know what I'm saying? And instincts for a quarterback. Now, just to keep going, like the quarterback, the backup quarterback, like if you athletic, like if you got two quarterbacks that both good, one is not athletic, one is, and you's like, yo, let me go with the athletic one can do other things if he does not play quarterback, but the one that isn't athletic only can play quarterback. Like at high school or grammar school, are you like let me do the best that I could do for my team and just put the athletic one at wide receiver and just keep the one that's not, you know what I mean? And that athletic one is going to be black more than likely. You know what I'm saying? So to just being like, to be Jameis Winston, not athletic, Dwayne Haskins is rare, just non-athletic black quarterback that's just going to be a quarterback no matter what. Or in your process, you get to where like, yo, you can be a quarterback, but you also can start wide receiver and help us more. You know what I'm saying? Because the depth there or something. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying there? Do that goes into it as well? I'm not, if we can take race out of it, do that goes into it as well for our athleticism, black people athleticism, may be hurting them in that area because they're gonna get more tries. They're gonna get more tries.
Because Ryan Tannehill is super athletic, and nobody ever tried to make him become a wide receiver.
He was a wide receiver.
I'm talking when we got in the league, right? When he got drafted, it wasn't the whole talk, is he going to be a wide receiver? Is he going to be a quarterback? It was, he's going to be a quarterback. But the reason they try to move us to other spots is not because we athletic, it's because we black. Nobody ever talked about
taking race out of it.
But you can't, because you're saying that they want them to move to a different position because they are athletic. And I'm saying that's false. They want them to move because they are athletic and black, because they don't want them to
No. I play Little League football. And if you had an athletic person, like you gonna put them in all positions. And it was black coaches. So that's not necessarily
Josh Allen.
We're all athletic.
Josh Allen is athletic. And he was a terrible quarterback. I did not hear nobody say that he should play tight end
ever
when he came out in the draft.
I'm not talking about when we get to the NFL. I'm talking about on your journey up.
On your journey up.
On your journey up, you athletic and you can play any position.
True.
You're going to play any position. You're just not going to be like the chances of you. You know what I'm saying? Do you a better athlete than 90% of people on your team? They're going to put you everywhere.
But Rad, the issue is, Rad, and that's why I vehemently disagree. There's too many of us that play sports. So it's not like the only people that get to the NFL is the cream of the crop. There's millions that don't, who want to be coaches, and they're not because of nepotism. That's why. That's the only reason why. Like they're like just look at UB. No, I don't even know who. Like it's one. I can't say how many players are gonna play in the NFL from UB, but we know one, the running back. I don't know anybody else. You telling me that out of 100 black players on that team, 20 of them don't want to be coaches? And that's only one college. I don't know that for sure.
I don't know. All I'm saying is
I wanted to be a coach. Mike wanted to be a coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nepotism.
What I'm saying is when you I know race. I'm not trying to say race is not the issue. So y'all gonna argue me that I'm not.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm saying nepotism.
What is something I'm saying? Is that the only thing y'all telling me racism? That's it. If racism was not abolished, there's no other reason why. That those positions want to be filled by more black people. When 70% of the league is black and they doing other things, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, is there any other reason why the quarterback and head coaches? I know racism played a biggest role, but is it any other thing that contributes to that as well? And we just
why is EJ Manuel?
I don't. Yeah, like no.
Like
there's no other reason.
You told me Nathan Peterman just signed a 2-year deal or something.
Yeah.
Well, where's EJ 2-year deal at?
You don't think he want to be in the league?
I don't know.
Okay, but that's the thing. So we cannot argue that. We don't know. But I'm almost certain that EJ Manuel wants $2 million. Like or somebody wants $2 million. Like Rad. There's too many black quarterbacks that play in the history of football who wants $2 million right now.
Yeah, Lewis.
So it's like you can't make that argument.
I don't know.
Regardless of the $2 million, I'm saying as far as the coaching is concerned, it's nepotism, and it's because the white people have been in these positions and they hire their coach, they hire their brothers,
the journey,
they hire their sisters. Man, it's a fact. If you look at Sean McVay, who did they play? They play Washington Redskins. Like Sean McVay,
football team.
Yeah, the football team rather. I'm sorry. The head coach of the Washington football team was the boss of Sean McVay on another team, and like it was like they did this whole thing. It's like, what are we talking about? The reason why they got these jobs is because of nepotism. That is the only reason. Period. End of discussion. Nepotism. Period.
But rat act like black people, all black people just out there like Usain Bolt. Black players that I'm sure will want to go.
I'm not saying
but
that.
You are.
I'm not. I'm asking I put out a question to see, hey, is anything else that possibly can be leading to this instead of having just any black and white conversation? Usually it's like I kind of just all right. I can't because it's what
but
there is that black and white. I just
but Rat, what? But like you make
I think it's other things.
Yeah, but to bring yourself up into a presso talking about being athletic and moving around, I like once you start doing that.
Yes, black people are
I hear you.
More athletic.
I know y'all say that, but there's a lot of black people who are not athletic. We know mad black people who are not athletic. Like, so that's not an argument.
But we talk about the people that play football, Sam. So what are you talking about? We talk about the people that play football, stupid, so they athletic.
No,
what
they're
are we
not.
talking about?
They're mad non-athletic football black players. Like, what are you talking about? There are more. Actually, to be honest, there are more non-athletic black football players than there are athletic. What are you?
He just making stuff up, Sam. Shut up. That don't make sense. Shut up. You're not gonna let me get that on. That's stupid. That's stupid. Y'all gonna let him say that?
Yes.
That's stupid.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yo, Preach get away with saying a lot of things on the show. But Rad, my thing is this. My thing is this. If you hear hooves in New York, think horses, not unicorns. Like, we don't have to think of a reason why coaches are not like, listen, I'm not interested in, you're right. I'm not interested in that conversation. Preach and I are Malcolm. If you tell me take race out of it, I'm like, all right, we good then. I don't need to even have a conversation.
Yeah, it's institutional. No, Rad.
Nothing is just because I don't think.
Yes, it is. Everything is because of that. Yes, it is.
Other things that happens too.
That's like saying
other nuance to everything.
Rad. That's like saying, why is it more white congressmen? You don't think any black people wanted to be a congressman? Obviously, but it's called nepotism. It's called systemic oppression and racism. Like, I don't like it's institution. It's institutional racism. It's in the NFL. It's in Congress. It's in education. Like, I mean, like, we can keep going. Like, I mean, I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah, no, we can move on. Well, Millz agreed with him. So, all right, but so I'm sure we're gonna talk some free agency.
It's short
some
draft.
That's
what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were trying to say that they're smarter, or is that what you're trying to say?
No. Don't.
I didn't say anything. I literally just brought a scenario to test out a scenario, and y'all brought race back into it. Y'all brought race back into it.
So if it's not race, is it merit? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, that's what I said.
Never left, Rat.
That's what I'm saying. It never left, so it don't matter.
I guess, apparently, coaches can't be athletic. Preach. So.
Crazy never heard.
What? You see what
like Byron Leverett is a whole quarterback, bro.
What did y'all talk
about? I'm sure David Garrard would like to get paid what's
I don't understand what you
oh my god, one of the journeyman quarterbacks, not Fitz. What's the other one? That's on somebody's practice squad as No.
Josh McCown.
Yeah. You think Garrard don't want to be on the couch? It's because he's too athletic, Brad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all don't make any sense. Y'all not hearing me. I keep bringing what y'all talking about into the conversation.
I didn't understand. I to be honest,
just say that. Because y'all not making sense at all right now. Because I'm not comparing nobody that's in the league already. So, but I understand.
But it's not merit based.
Yeah. So let's any more football before we move on.
Quiet.
No, we can move on, Mike. Let's move on.
Millz want to get off the show so bad.
Nah, I don't want to get off the show. I don't want to get off the show. I'm just happy Wild and Out is back.
All right. Well, we're not there yet. So, anything?
Dang, Shady. I thought we go with the flow of the conversation, and then you just said we're not there yet, and you backtrack on them. You know what I mean?
No, so where we going? You trying to get the culture? I'm stirring sports.
Where we going?
I want to mess up there
because it's not in the notes.
It is in the notes.
Where?
Y'all don't got to look at the notes. So the NBA. So Millz, I'm coming to you. You might have something to say. Millz, this is sports show. We talking sports.
Nope.
No, you
we
have.
think it's a sports show. So there's chances why we're not going to talk sports.
All right,
but for
Millz,
you to say that this ain't next, and then you go to another avenue and say it's not in the notes. But
are you done?
Big dog.
Millz was just quiet for 15 minutes. Now he want to talk. All right,
Millz. I don't really like to argue. You know, and it's not what I do. But I thought back to
it's
when
bad show is a bad show for you to be on.
I thought back to when you said, we're gonna change our format around. We're gonna have conversations. We're not gonna have a host.
All right, Millz, can you stop? Can I get it? My question out. Nobody care about what you're talking about.
Because now you're trying to host. You're not letting the conversation flow. We're trying to flow. I brought something up. Now you're trying to pause me, rewind, and edit yourself in there, and that's not right, man.
No, the NBA. So Charles Barkley, he watched the Mavs Golden State game. He said he said y'all sit there and watch this stupid ass basketball, just jack up threes all night. If they go in, we win. If we miss, we lose. Give me a break, you dumbass. Y'all agree with
Charles Barkley said that?
Yeah.
Oh man, I feel bad for Charles.
Why do you feel bad for him?
Because it's like he's become the character. Like he just Charles Barkley. You know what I mean? He said Golden State Warriors will never win because they shoot them too much, and they won. And it's just like, bro, like shut up. After that, just shut up. Like, all right, bro, just all right. But he became the character, so it's like you got to be the character. So he just is character still, and he don't want to adjust to the time of what's going on and how it's being played, and that's just sad for him. For me,
I'm not gonna lie, I do struggle with this, but it is a like back in the day we used to listen to this music, and you know what I mean, it's that type of argument. So it's like you comparing eras, you like walk out. But the argument does have some credence, because it's like when I watch basketball, when I watch the NBA, it is like, yo, this is getting insane. Like the game is changing, but the argument is the game has always changed. So it's not like, so it's hard to say, you know, this looks retarded, because if you go back to the 50s, the game did not look the same in the 60s, 70s. I mean, just so on and so forth. So terrible. I mean, like the argument is really it's really ageism, essentially, is what he's struggling with.
Yeah,
but
I think go ahead, preach, finish up.
But I will say, Coach Fouch, shout out to Coach Fouch, to all those high school basketball players, and even to some degree college, stop watching. Like, don't look at the NBA to get, you know, pointers of how to play. Simple as that. It's a totally different game. It's not realistic, to be honest.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So yeah, that's where I was gonna go preach, right? Because growing up, when I was like in basketball, preach. I think you and I, we had this conversation before, one of our many millions of basketball conversations. I think we both talked about that we like college basketball more for the almost like the art form of it, like the system, the plays, running the sets, right? It's more of a team game versus the NBA is a lot of more just formations. You get your spot one-on-one. If you beat your guy, you score, pass it type of thing, right? NBA is more entertaining. But if you want to like really like look at basketball and learn how to play basketball at just a basic level, college is better for you. So I think that's what Barkley is saying. Like, right, it's Steph on the island one-on-one. If he make the three, you know, it goes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right? Who, you know, they're playing the odds. Barkley don't like the quote unquote playing the odds where he want to run a great play and get an easy layup. I'm like, all right, Barkley, you can do that, but we're gonna play the odds and shoot as many threes as we can. And if we make 47% like we are expected, we're gonna beat y'all by 50. And in Barkley, he just need to realize, like, yeah, those days of the peach basket are
11 man.
Bro.
Yeah, but Jordan was on the island, bro. Like,
well,
it was just not threes.
It wasn't threes.
Like, if they were long twos, he wouldn't care. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's literally because it's 10 feet farther back.
No, that's not true.
But the Golden State Warriors are running plays. Like,
yeah, they are. Yeah,
they running beautiful offense.
It's the threes. It is. It's the threes. It's the
and the shot is not
breaks.
But the shot is not
breaks and then going to the wings instead of crack. Like it's like,
yeah, but they're running beautiful plays for a three instead of a pull up two. So what are you talking about?
I agree. I'm just saying, like, the issue, it's an ageism. It's like I was taught the game this way, and now I'm looking at y'all, and y'all like literally what's going on is everything we were told not to do, they are doing it. Like that's like. It's unthinkable to come up, dribble from half court and just pull. Like you were taught as any basketball player. Michael Jordan, like if Michael Jordan would have pulled from half court with 20 seconds on the shot clock, I guarantee you Phil would have called time. I say, yo, bro, yo, I'm with you 1,000. You can take any other shot. Just don't take that.
It was like, games where Rap told us like he wanted like 3 passes before we shoot the ball. We're like, coach, for what? If I'm open, he said I want 3 passes. It's just so different than what. The game is so different now. And
but Rap, as soon as y'all graduated, Rap went to dribble drive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Open space and get out. Like Rap went to dribble drive.
True.
Straight up. Straight there. Yeah. Because the game is different. You gotta do what you gotta do.
The game is different.
I should have been shooting 25 threes a game.
Y'all should have.
I don't agree with that, but
no, Mike should have shot more threes. No, that's a fact.
Yes.
Mike should have shot more threes.
No, as a team,
seriously,
should have shot more threes.
And Mike should have been one of the ones
as an individual. As a team, we should not have shooting more threes.
But that's
as a team, it went up because Mike would have been shotting more.
But no, that's the problem. That's what
at least 10 a game. Mike should have shot 10 threes a game.
But that's what Charles Barkley is saying, though. Everybody's shooting threes, but everybody's like, y'all suck. And I understand that. I'm with you on that. I hate Like everybody is not a 3-point shooter. Like y'all gotta chill with that. Like just stop. Like it's not okay.
But it is though. Sam.
No, it's not. No, but that's stupid.
Sam,
Like,
but listen
because
though. But listen,
because
that
realistic.
listen, that
There's no odds in that. That's just a dumb
Sam,
shot. There's
but
certain things
just
that dumb shots.
stop putting up positionless basketball is better for the player. It's better for the. It's better.
No, it's
Bro,
not.
it's better. Yes, it is.
No, it's
bro.
not. Rolls are definitely great for people. Trust me. We've been having
rolls. No rolls.
time.
No.
When God said, "Let there
That's
be,"
not, I said positionless.
you know what I mean? Man,
You
we
can have
having
rolls.
rolls. We having problems with because we trying to get rid of rolls.
I'm saying
That's the
like
problem, Brad.
the roles.
Get in there.
A lot of roles can interchange and stuff like. You don't want to be like a dinosaur on the court. And they don't just because if you're a dinosaur on the court, they do not check you. They don't respect you, and they just like they don't check people. They don't. Ben Simmons.
The issue is
they disrespect Ben Simmons every game
because
they
he's doo-doo. That's not because of a role.
No, because
he
can't. All right, bro.
He didn't work on his shot. I can't
because he can't shoot.
What I'm saying is this though. Like when
in the
JaVale
ADC would have been the best player in the league. That's what I'm saying. It's a different game.
I highly doubt that too. I think he's just trash. But when JaVale McGee, I think it would have been like Antonio Mason or something like that. Like I think we go too far when we say stuff like that. Like no, he
probably
like,
wouldn't have.
Yo,
he could have been Pippen. He could have been Pippen.
Public service announcement. Public service announcement. Ben Simmons would not have been good even in the 80s. Like
he could
that's
have been
just a
Pippen.
fact.
He could have been Pippen.
We gotta stop saying that. But I wanted to say this
He
too,
could've
Rat. The reason why I talk about roles being defined, like JaVale McGee, like when JaVale McGee dribbles the ball, JaVale McGee pulls from like that's a problem. He should not be doing that. And if we had defined roles,
that means Giannis wouldn't be doing it. Giannis would be a traditional big.
The issue
no,
is not,
I'm talking about
issue,
JaVale McGee.
I know,
garbage.
but the issue is not that it's a big person doing it.
It's him.
It's Joe. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it's JaVale.
Exactly.
It's JaVale.
We got to get back to that. You're doo-doo, so stop. If you sweet,
JaVale be wilding though, but JaVale be wilding.
Or anybody, like Andre Drummond, like he needs a defined role. Stop shooting. You're
Yeah,
garbage.
20.
Yeah, right. But you bringing up people. But what about Jokic?
He's good. So I mean,
Yeah,
like you like your name is somebody that's good. So if you're good, then do what you're good at.
What Brad said, positionless basketball is good as a team.
No.
If you got the people to do it.
Great players are good for basketball. Let's just stop doing that. Like we gotta get to there. Like if you're great, then be great. If you do play a role.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
the harm in that? I don't understand that.
No,
That's fine.
No,
right?
That's fine. That's
So
fine.
Mills, wilding out. Go ahead.
Bro, don't come.
Wale.
I'm gonna stay in my place.
Let's go, Mills.
I'm gonna stay in my place. You
You don't have to stay in your place.
Y'all tell me to talk. When I start talking, y'all put me on hush. So I'm gonna stay in my place. I'm gonna chill. Let y'all do what y'all do.
Come on, black team.
Yo, I'm gonna say this.
Pick up and kill it and kill it and kill it. Pick up and kill it. Come on, Mills.
Mills know he love that.
Mills want to dance so bad. Pick up and kill it.
He love that part. He love that one.
Are you happy? Are you happy that Wildin' Out's coming back with Nick Cannon?
Yeah, he went there. He went to see them live.
Twice.
Twice?
Mills, are you happy?
I'm out, bro.
All right.
Yo, Mills is crazy, man. Come on, Millie.
I think this is very interesting. I think it's very interesting. I do want to hear y'all takes on it. Is Nick Cannon a sellout? Did Nick Cannon?
What?
No, I'm asking. Is Nick Cannon a sellout? Did Nick Cannon acquiesce to the man, so to speak? You know what I'm saying? To the oppressor? Did he give in? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm asking.
Well, I didn't see what happened. What do you mean by give in? Could you
apologize? You apologize?
I mean, that's just the narrative that I have seen.
Oh, I know. I didn't. Well, he apologized like right after, so it's not that. I don't know if you've seen that preach. I'm not sure why people are saying that.
I'm just saying because I mean they fired him, so it's like okay, start your own. You know what I'm saying? We talking about black business. We talking about this, that, and the third. We got the tools like that. Like, why don't you go to Revolt? Why don't you just start your own? You know what I'm saying? Like they let you out your contract. You be a man, stand on your own 2 feet. Like don't go back to the white man. I'm just giving the argument that.
But I don't know if he doesn't own Wildin' Out, right?
Who?
Right, the IP.
No, but that was the whole point of it.
I know. I'm saying so you don't take Wildin' Out, but
Create
go.
your
He said
own.
no. He
Do
said
Wildin' Out.
Yeah, he said he created though. It is.
He
his
did
IP.
say he created
is
it,
this?
but he didn't get
It's
credit
IP,
for it because he signed a
but
contract saying that
He
it
signed
wasn't
the
his
contract,
IP.
Yeah. Or whatever. He's saying it's his show.
Okay.
He
Okay.
pushed it to
Well, whether it's it's his baby.
He don't
but
own
once
it,
you
though.
once you sign it, he don't own it. Okay.
It's just like Joe Budden when he had Everyday Struggle, but he didn't
Everyday
necessarily
Struggle.
own the IP.
Yeah.
Like Complex owned the IP, so when he left, he had to recreate whatever he doing at Revolt that nobody watches.
Man, my thing is everybody doesn't have to be Jay-Z
Something of the culture.
and
something of
go
the culture.
hey, say their culture.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't have to be Jay-Z. Everybody don't
That's
have
a
to go start title, right? If you want to, like Priest, you say there's nothing wrong with partnering, right? If I want to work with them, because I mean, somebody black has to be on this network. Let it be me until somebody else can come to get it. So I have no problem with this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an issue with it. Yeah.
I think to
It
me,
was more
I think
like a suspension. I think it's cool if they reconciled and figured it out because they had a long career and a long thing. And I think hopefully they both learned something from this. And
Yeah, that white people can
get
do
that
whatever they
bread.
want. Like that's what we learned. Like they can
Well,
fire you and then hire you right back.
to me, what I got from it was
it wouldn't have been no Wild and Out without him. So
I agree.
nobody would have did it. And I'm saying going forward.
Well,
so
no, and
beneficial
that's the
for
thing,
both
Rad.
of them.
That's what I'm about to say. To me, this is good because it was almost like a black union, right? Because when Chappelle got fired, the next show you seen Charlie Murphy and Darnell Rollins was doing it, and then once that ended, Key and Peele came and pretty much took his show and did it. DC Young Fly said they asked him to step up, and he said no. I don't think they could find anybody to fill the spot. And to me, that's good, right? Stop having black people replace black people. And they were like, nope, yeah, like we was like, no, we're not doing it. Like
Yes
we're
and
not
no.
doing it. Well, I'm saying,
Yes or no?
right? Don't take Nick's show. If you want to give me my own show, okay. But I'm not just taking Nick's show. So right,
I'm with you.
so since they didn't take it,
That's what they say. Put your name.
they were forced to give.
It should have been a Nick Cannon show.
But
That's what.
Oh,
I'm
That's
not
what everybody.
sure.
A lot of people say put your name on it because you don't want to be the person they just fired. If you're a host
Yeah.
or whatever, you want to be your show. So now you gotta get rid of the whole thing. Don't just be a part of something.
Nick Cannon, the reason why it's cool because Nick Cannon provided a lot of jobs for a lot of black people, right? A lot of black up and coming like he literally was a funnel.
Lifting them up.
85 South is
Exactly. Is that they literally got their start from there. So it's like
Just got a podcast too. Just hilarious.
All of them.
yeah.
We go down the list. We can go down the list.
All of them.
Emmanuel Hudson, whatever, you know what I mean? He started from that and he took him to another level. So like what
he did with the battle rappers. That's even
exactly.
Bringing light to that was amazing.
Nick Cannon did an amazing job. Like he was like black power to the T because he put black people in position to be millionaires. So I'm not upset that he went back because he can still have that platform to do it. I'm just saying, like I do. When people say the other side of the argument, like it's like okay, it is something to look at. Like you do have to be careful. Because white people can, use you, spit you out, and then, when they feel like using you again, they can just tap you again and you can come back. Like I think that, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to be careful of that.
I think I'm listening, but listening to who Nick Cannon is. If you listen to any of his podcasts, why he got in trouble, I think he's aware of that.
Of course,
really know what that is. What his whole thing was America Got Talent. I think it was called where that whole falling out. So he's walked away from big networks, and I think he really. I put value in knowing what I know from him and things he said in the past. That it was probably they both came to the table and had a good resolution that fitted him. That is not a sellout thing. I don't think Nick would do something like that personally.
Nick probably got something in return to come back.
Absolutely, he did. He probably got equity. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, I hope so. All right. So, Millz, you want to say nothing about Wild 'N Out before we go?
All
right.
Come on, Millz. It's your favorite show, bro.
I know. It's literally his favorite show.
It is, man.
All right. So, American Skin. Y'all watched that yet? Anybody see that?
Millz there, but he ain't talking.
So, Preach,
I
Rad.
watched it.
Y'all see it?
I seen the trailer.
Millz got it.
Go up.
You the only one that
Recap.
watched it, Millz.
Recap it.
It was a good movie. Sad. made you mad? Specifically, just to fast forward, the ending really pissed me off.
You can't spoil it though, by the way.
I'm not going to spoil it, but
Okay.
the ending really made me mad. The way they, labeled the black man, the way he put himself in a position, and the way they said the reason why he did it, that kind of aggravated me a lot for them to say, those things when it wasn't the truth. Like the way they portray, the black man is very, very it's unfair. Was what I can say is unfair, and it's like I don't know. If you watch the movie, you'll understand the way it led up to what it led up to. But I do appreciate, the story. It was a good story altogether. The way it started, the way it developed. Like I said, the ending wasn't the greatest.
That is a story.
But it was a good story. I like that push that they had, in the middle of the climax in the movie. The push was great. The things they did to, get their point across was good. It was one quote that was said in the movie in the little jury room, but I can't remember it. I know Mike remembered it because he write this stuff down, or he got like magical, whatever.
Computer.
You know the quote? What the young man said? He said he was talking about the cops.
If you die on the treadmill.
No, it's not that one.
Okay, my bad. I thought
It
if
was
y'all
one
need a
about-
quote, I got one for y'all.
Rag got that treadmill in the tuck. Got that treadmill on the head.
It was-
On the hip like the sticky. Go ahead,
It
man.
was the one about the police pretty much supposed to be here to protect us and to help us, but it wasn't those exact words.
We got you.
Like we expect them to. Well, they expect to do other things, but when they're really here is to be the gatekeepers, is what they said. But I forgot the beginning part of it. They're here to be the gatekeepers, and that's what we expect them to do. But they take it to a whole nother level, and they try to make it seem like long hours and stress and things like that put them in situations to do some of the things that they do. And one thing I really did not like, I don't know if it's true or not, I'm not a cop or anything like that, but there's one part in the movie, it's not really doing anything bad, but the cop drew his gun and he said once they draw it, they're not supposed to put it back. Even if the situation isn't a risk or it looks like a threat, if it's drawn, it's drawn. And that was something I kind of disagree with. But like I said, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if you guys know. But
I believe it is because they are taught to be aggressors. They are taught to always be on the attack. All right. My old neighbor in Indiana, he was a federal agent, and he told me like, "Yo, we aren't trained to de-escalate. Really, we are trained to escalate, and that's a big issue in a lot of the things."
And it's good you said that though, because education, right? Education is something that a lot of people take pride in, and it's good to have. But at the beginning of the movie, you saw that some education you gotta throw. You gotta throw it away. You gotta forget that because it puts yourself in bad situations where bad things can happen.
Pretty much what you learn in school and what they talk about history, all history is not our history, right? So it was important that they showed the talk. Brad, did you see the movie?
No, I didn't see it.
All right, so pretty much the dad had to talk with his son about what to do with the police, right? And I like how Millz laid out the movie because that goes perfect with my point and why the movie was not for me, right? It was a good movie, right? It was a good movie, but Spike Lee didn't write it for me, right? He wrote it for people who don't know enough or don't know a lot about the Black Lives Matter and the Blue Lives Matter quote unquote war. I won't call it a war, but almost what it is.
They said that,
right?
When he said part about this, well, not like that, but when he said when they did the whole movie and the part of the movie, he was like, so why did you do this type of thing? And he said, this is for the world. Like, this is for the world. And I kind of think that kind of going hand in hand with what you're trying to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So I read the new Jim Crow. I've seen multiple docs, right? I'm full aware of the war on drugs. I'm full aware on police brutality, right? We talk about it a lot. So for Spike Lee to make this movie and it was like so blatant. Like it wasn't slick. Like he wasn't clever with his delivery. It was, I'm here to teach y'all about Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, and that's it. And for certain people who don't know, like, right, Millz like, oh man, I learned a lot. And for me, like, Spike, what is this? Like, come on, it's like it's almost felt like a movie for white people, almost like looking for sympathy, getting some black sympathy. And for me, I didn't like that. It's like you got all these inmates all black, they all sad and talk about how the white man been keeping them down.
It was a Puerto Rican Mexican dude in there.
Okay, black and brown. So my thing is like he almost just reinforced some stereotypes in there too. So for me, it wasn't for me, right? The One Night in Miami, I like that. It was like almost black excellence. Versus, I'm sick of black trauma movies. I'm sick of people getting shot by police. I'm sick of slavery. I'm sick of that. And so that's why it's not for me.
What was the main character name? What was his name?
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he looked just like Jimmy Butler. But like
he got a bad rap.
I know because he did a Nate Turner movie.
Oh, Nate Turner movie.
That's why I was glad to see him.
I didn't watch that either.
But I think that I did watch the Nate Turner movie. But I think that
Nat Turner.
Nate. But you can go Millz. But Spike Lee, white people like Spike Lee, right? You know what I mean? Like Spike Lee is digestible.
And black people.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm saying like Spike Lee is he's on that line, but he's digestible. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's not.
He made Malcolm X.
But that was years ago, Brad. I'm saying
as of
late, Spike Lee can put a message in things that just won't turn everybody off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, which is needed. Like that's not like that's needed because everybody should be able to see certain things. Like certain things are just not for everybody. And I think that this movie is good. Even watching the trailer, I kind of see. I knew where the movie was going. Like obviously, it's not rocket science.
No.
But I am glad to see Jimmy Butler in this movie, man.
Nate Parker. So Nate was why he was saying.
No,
Nate
that's
Turner.
why I said Nate. Yeah, Nate Parker. He actually is a good actor.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's a really good actor, and it was sad to see that he got blacklisted like that. You know.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. Oh, but I didn't watch it. No, I was just about to say I didn't watch it because I figured out I knew what I was and I didn't want to watch it.
Speaking of reputation and stuff,
and
like
it was $6.99.
You got the
I supported Black Man Spike Lee.
If you got the plug, it's free. You got the plug, it's free.
That's true.
You got the plug, it's free. I was about to hit the $6.99, but I said, let me check the plug. The plug came through. It was free. But speaking of reputation,
I stopped doing it.
Ghost isn't dead. He's actually in a movie with the bullet still in him.
What was that? What is that?
I seen Omar Chadwick or Chadwick.
He in the movie he had he had cancer.
Oh
yeah,
God.
So he had the stuff.
Was it me or was his acting terrible?
It was bad.
But he's never been a good actor.
I'm saying American Skin.
Same movie.
He's in that movie.
He's in that joint, bro. Like, but he could have just been Ghost and would have been okay. Like, who is this dude? Let's just be Ghost.
But he was always that guy until he had the Ghost role. Like he's always been garbage. Not garbage, but like, you know what I mean? Like he's always been like that guy. Like, oh yeah, that guy.
And then,
he was that guy.
And then one
he's
thing
still
else,
that guy. He's just Ghost.
Like that.
I don't know what the cop's name is. The cop that did everything he did. But at some point, do you think that he feel that he's tired of the roles he played in movies? Like, I don't know if y'all watched 7 Seconds. Have y'all watched that movie 7 Seconds?
I didn't see it. I thought that was a show though.
Yeah,
it's a series.
The series. That's all.
Okay,
The white guy. He was the cop. The white guy. The cop was the cop here.
And he did the same thing. He killed the black person. Like, I don't understand. Like, is that a role that you're comfortable in being in?
Or some people get
you do get pigeonholed and
you get cast typed. You know, like you just did. You remember the thing you did in 7 seconds? Come do it here.
We just talked about Michael Ealy.
Come do it here.
Shows ago, like Michael Ealy.
Morris Chestnut.
Yeah, they play the same roles.
They say role over and over. Just
Gabby. Every movie he's in, he's a cop that kills African.
But it be people. It be people that be in all the movies that be raping people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it'd be rapists and like this dude is a rapist in all the movies. Something's wrong. Like why do you
I
like
think
rapist
it
people?
is. What's the one actor? I mean, one director. Oh, that did. Spike Lee hate him because he used the N word so much. The white dude.
Tarantino?
Oh,
Yeah,
Nate
Tarantino.
Tarantino.
Yeah,
Tarantino.
like I think he used a lot of the same people just cause like to be in his roles, man. You gotta be Sam Jackson, right? You gotta have a certain type of personality to play certain roles, and maybe shooting black people, certain white actors like. Nah, I don't think I want that. I don't want that on my resume yet. I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna come back. All right, so it's been a long show. How long we been here, Mills? Hour 13, like you said earlier, 2 hours. It's a good show though.
Nah, about the norm.
How about the norm? Perfect. I had a great talking with y'all boys. Great conversation. So we at the outro. Any RIPs, shout out, dedication. I didn't see anything, but I also didn't look. Anybody pass away? We need to shout out.
Yeah, somebody did, but I'm sorry. Rest in peace to everybody that lost their life and loved ones. Somebody did. I can't remember though. Sorry.
Okay, and shout out dedications that boys got. I know I got one. I want to shout out to my guy Biden, man. He might be coming through. That another stim he got passed. That 1,400 about to be on the way. I want to see how much I'm gonna get. And then preach. I see something about student loans, G.
I believe it when I see it.
50K, bro. Yo, 50K changed my life, yo. 50K changed my life.
I believe it when I see it.
I just need a little quick 15 and I'm Gucci.
Yeah, I don't need the whole 50 either, but
he could keep the stimmy if he get rid of the loans. I'm fine.
15.
Like
I need that 15. If I'm good,
my net worth will go up if he get rid of the loans.
Yeah.
No, it will. It will go up.
No,
if he get rid of these damn loans, I'll be good. Like I won't stimmy no more. Boys, I would never need a stimmy.
Y'all boys going no. I'm gonna be acting different. I'm gonna be moving different. Once the student loans going, I'm gonna be acting different on y'all boys. The way I'm gonna dress better. I might go get a new whip.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you plan. That's where it's going. The new whip, the car, everything, all the notes.
I saw a picture of Adam Sandler, and he just wear basketball shorts and a t-shirt everywhere he go.
Yep.
Adam Sandler worth 100 million now.
Yeah, that's a swag. That's
probably like 400. Probably more than that.
Yeah, possibly.
He got bread. He owned all that stuff.
And he did it with his boys.
He did it with his boys, and he owned it.
And he ain't made a good movie in like 10 years.
Yo, it's more than that.
But they move when he do make them. They move, and from his production house. That's why Tyler Perry got all his bread too. He owned all that.
420.
420, right, Adam? 420. I knew it was 400. I knew it was. He owned all of it. All of it, all the old catalog that was good.
Yo, that old catalog. The old catalog is
crazy.
The old catalog is great.
Yeah, it's amazing. He was a great actor at one point.
Yeah, no, he was funny.
He was funny. The great actor.
No, I think he was great because he was able to play him, or like the depiction of whatever that is. Like that's not easy to be able to just be like he's a regular guy in every movie. Like you know, he's just mad regular. He's like
even in Mr. D's when he was worth like a Billy, he was
like Billy. He literally played himself in Mr. D's. He's like,
that's what I'm
funny,
saying.
but
that's not easy.
Regular stupid stuff.
That's not easy. And Billy Madison, like he was just like a weird regular idiot. You know what I mean? It was like
it was regular.
Interesting.
All right, so we can get out of here. Great show. I got about 1,800 on the Nets tonight. So I'm gonna need to go check that ticket.
My Pelly's winning too.
Shout out to the FanDuel, Mike. Y'all do FanDuel?
Yes, sir. Right off the phone, hit me. I put a bet in for Matt.
New York State. I need you. You might, Brad. I mean, Mike.
FanDuel Sportsbook. Last time y'all hear me say that on the show, but shout out to them.
I do everything. Why New York State? They won't like go through it like,
because they want more money.
Like the plug. You take a percentage though.
10%. Matt set the precedent. He said, if I win, you get 10%. So it's 10%.
And he probably volunteered that too. That's Matt.
Put in a wild parlay.
Matt just be like, yo, I give you the whole 10%. Just give you a little piece.
Yo, that 10% would have been different too. if Matt would have that ticket, that 10%, I was good with that 10%.
Shout out to Tyven.
He definitely.
Yeah, preach hit me whenever. Because they gave me an extra. They gave me a free 100 to start with. So I
Oh,
I,
wow.
I
Really?
got I
Yo,
got a free 100.
You should have did the Super Bowl if you'd have put down. My man
Bro, I
got
tried.
250. Did you do
The site
250?
crashed. The site crashed. There was
Oh,
too many people.
he got
I
his
couldn't
money
get on.
though. He got
I
he
couldn't get
actually
on.
he drove the area. He drove the area from Buffalo, and we had a storm that day. I was like, yo, you gotta chill, bro. He actually drove, but because it doesn't matter. It's just locations, based on location. But anyways,
I mean,
Yeah,
to win some couple hundred, that ain't bad. A little investment, couple hours.
Yeah, ain't bad. So we gonna see if I win at 1,800 or not next week. So everybody tune back in. But I appreciate y'all boys. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Great show. We see everybody next week. Hootie hoo.
Damn, I gotta piss.